A former football star, once a darling of the 2006 national champion Florida Gators, is back in the spotlight tonight. But this time, he stands accused of brutally murdering the mother of his children.
Today, Tony Joyner pleaded not guilty for the 2016 murder of his girlfriend, Hazel Obando. His lawyer entered the plea in a Lee County courtroom this morning.
It took investigators more than 3 years to make an arrest, even though police had suspicions about Joyner from day one. Wink News investigative reporter Sara Girard got her hands on the case files and has exclusive information you'll see only on Wink tonight. Sara.
Chris, police didn't make an arrest in this case until the TV show Cold Justice got involved. And I took a look at that exact same information the show had and found that a lot of that evidence had been available for years, begging the question, what took so long?
What's your emergency? Please fire an ambulance.
I need an ambulance. I'm sorry, I need an ambulance.
Okay, let me connect you to an ambulance. 1 moment.
A desperate call on Valentine's Day, 2016.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened with her.
Oh, my God, I'm not sure, sir. I just got home, sir, and I just went in and she's just sitting there, sir.
In these never-before-heard 911 calls, Tony Joyner says he found his girlfriend, 26-year-old Hazel Obando,
I put blood all over her. She's got blood everywhere.
Shot dead in their home at Maple Crest Apartments in Fort Myers. Their 2 little girls were sitting outside.
I can come check right now. I can go check. My kids are in the car.
Video from the scene that night shows as help arrived, Joyner sat silently distraught, huddled in a blanket. And Fort Myers police had their suspicions. Their case files paint a picture of a relationship fraught with jealousy, physical abuse, and fear that Joyner would spend the family's hard-earned money at strip clubs. But maybe the most astounding piece of evidence came from the mouth of Joyner's 3-year-old daughter. She told the child protection team, "Papi shooted mommy, and mommy blood." That happened just days after her mother died, and still, the case went cold. Again, police didn't make an arrest until this year, and it took the help of a TV show.
This just needed a little bit extra push to get it to the point where we believe the state attorney's office would file an arrest warrant.
Wink News fought for a month to get the same case information that Cold Justice reviewed.
To have one person to focus solely on this forensic information and to put it together for us was something that we don't normally have the luxury of.
The week the show got to Fort Myers, detectives say they interviewed more than 50 witnesses. Some new, some old, some remembered new things. And Joyner finally sat down with police to give his side of the story. But why wasn't everything they had in 2016 enough? I wanted to ask that question, but the department wouldn't talk to me.
They run out of leads.
FGCU criminal justice expert Dr. Dave Thomas says sometimes investigations just need fresh eyes.
And I would think that they were closer to solving this. They just didn't have all of those pieces.
When the department assigned new detectives to the case earlier this year, they did discover this photo on Obondo's cell phone, and it led them to a man who admitted to selling Joyner a gun, the one possibly used in the murder.
Tell me about Barbara.
Still, police say it was Cold Justice's help and TV show budget that made the difference.
Cold Justice hired DNA labs, and they paid for an extensive amount of additional DNA testing in this case.
So Joyner, once a shining star on the football field, now sits sidelined in a jail cell, facing second-degree murder charges.
Oh, my God, help me, please.
While we're left wondering why, for 3 years, he walked free.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on?